Hi everybody, Martyn here, OMR, and today you join me at a very wet rising sun fishery, which is, if you don't know it. So yeah, what I did was I got here for just after 8:05 or so. I grabbed my day shelter, had a walk around the lake to look at spots, etc. There were two guys bivvied up on the left-hand side of the lake from the bottom end as you park up, and I had a quick chat with them. They'd been here for 24 hours. They're here till about 5 o'clock tonight, and they'd had two fish, but all from the margins, the top margins of the lake basically, and that's where they caught those from. So yeah, I carried on walking round, and then I settled for an area sort of top right of the lake as you look up the lake towards the island. And it's now 9:15. I've had my rods in since about 9:25. I got the first rod in. I've got 3 rods in. I'll cover where I'm fishing in a moment. Had a bit of a minor disaster when I went to switch my bait boat on. The battery was flat. I haven't used it for 2 sessions, and I only used it for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes on that particular session because I got winded off at Southfields about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I mustn't have switched it off, and I didn't check it, of course, before we came out when I loaded stuff up. So yeah, that'll have to go on charge before I can use it again. So I'm subject to normal casting, as it were, and the rods that I've got in the margins are quite difficult to cast because of the trees where I am. But I've got one that's not too bad. So yeah, I'll have a look at things, get a brew on, etc., and then I'll cover where I'm fishing. There we go, kettle's boiled, nice cup of coffee, and then I will go through what rigs I'm fishing and where I'm fishing with you. Right, yeah, this is home for the day. It's my Fox Easy Shelter. I've had it for about 2 years, and it's really good. Dead easy to put up, really quick, and easy to take down even in sort of windy conditions. And it's just a job for a quick day session. It's not bad. There's plenty of room in there. So yeah, this is me for the day. Okay, rigs and where I am, etc. Left-hand rod. On that rod I've got a Ronnie rig, and bait-wise I'm on a hard hooker bug boilie, and I've got that on the bottom basically, and I've got that over to the island, but about here, maybe half a rod length off the island, as good as I can cast without getting in trouble with the island. On the centre rod I have a Mega Method feeder on there with a bug wafter, and I've got that to this end of the island, basically in here, about 2 or 3 feet off the island. And then the right hand rod, where I want it to be, is where we've got overhanging trees on the far margins, and I've managed, as you can see, with this tree to my right here, it gives me difficulty in casting sort of to the right hand side of my margin, but I've managed to get one rod in here, just in here, and it's about, again, 2 to 3 feet off that particular bushy area. And I've walked around there and scattered a few boilies free offering. And on that particular rod, I've got a blowback rig on there, and I've got a bug boilie with a bit of pop-up just to give me a snowman effect. So yeah, that's the 3 rods and where I'm fishing. And what I'm going to do later on, the rain should ease after lunch, hopefully. I'm going to get a few PVA stringers tied, so I can cast those with the various rods. yeah, a bit more info about the Rising Sun fishery. There's 3 lakes here, 2 match lakes at the top, and then the main lake, which is a specimen lake, which is this lake that I'm on, of course. And fish-wise in here, there are a variety of fish in here. There's small stuff, there's some big perch, there are some bream in here, but mainly, of course, there are carp in here. And they do run to over £30 in here. There are 3 or 4 30s in here now, I do believe. There are several 20s in here, and I wouldn't mind catching one of those, because the best I've had out of here has been a 16.5 common. So yeah, my goal is to catch a 20 from here at least, and my goal today is just to nick a bite and get a fish for 2024, because I haven't had one yet. I've only been out twice, but one of them I was winded off, had to pack it in after an hour and a half on Southfield, and the other one blanked. Quick update, guys. Yeah, rods have been in for about an hour and a half now, just over an hour and a half. Nothing yet. I've had a couple of knocks on my left-hand rod, which is bug boilie on the bottom, on the Ronnie rig over by the island. A couple of knocks on that at about 20 minutes, half an hour interval. So hopefully we can nick a bite. It would be nice. It's a coldish, wet and windy day. It's about 12 degrees, but it doesn't feel very warm. Quite windy, and of course still raining, but it's due to clear up after lunch. Fingers crossed. Let's see how we go. Yeah, what I thought I'd do is it's now just coming up to lunchtime, 1 o'clock-ish, and I'm going to put my lunch on in a moment. But what I thought I would do is invite you to lunch with OMR, and a bit of a story behind today's lunch. What I've got is I've got a cheese and ham toastie, which is fair enough. Nothing too great there. But a bit of a story behind it. When we were out in France in the summer, we were able in the French supermarkets to buy ham and cheese toasties from Herta. You know, complete ones. You just put them in the pan or a toaster or whatever, and 7 or 8 minutes in a frying pan, and they're done. And they were really, really good. And I've not been able to get them in UK. I've got and tried Co-op ones, Aldi toasties, and they've not just not been as good as Herta. But what I've just discovered at Tesco is they stock them now. They're £2.80 for 2 toasties, so £1.40 each. It's not too bad, and they are very, 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 very good. Very good value and very tasty. So that's what I'm going to have for my lunch. Also with a bit of the wives' pineapple upside down cake. So there we go. A cheese toastie and pineapple upside down cake with a cup of tea is going to be my lunch. But what I thought I'd do is invite you to lunch with OMR for future sessions. When I'm on solo sessions, you could make a suggestion as to what you do for lunch, or a quick and tasty bite for lunch. I don't want anything that's going to take too long to prepare. I like something that's quick and easy and tasty. So if you'd like to comment on that and pass me a few suggestions, then I'll try those in the future, and I'll tell you how they go. So yeah, what I'll do now is I'll get this toastie on and get back to you in a moment with how it's going. Right, there we go. Cheese toastie from Herta. I can't get you the best view of it. There we go. I suppose that's about it. 7 minutes in the little Ridge Monkey toasty pan, and it is excellent. Boiling hot and very good. And I've even got the cats outside moaning because they want some. So yeah, cheese toasties from Herta, really good. There we go, lunch with OMR. and the cats from Rising Sun have invited themselves. They can smell the cheese toasties, cheese and ham toasties, that's what it is. And the kettle's now boiling. So it's cup of tea time. There we go. Yeah, just after 2 o'clock, and an update. I've moved one of my rods, my right hand rod. You can just see now, move along to it. I've put it on a bank stick, fishing the margins up this side. It's pretty difficult to cast from where I am to reach any of the margins up this side, so I thought I would just move that rod in under the tree there in the margins and see how that does for the last couple of hours. I had a run on my left hand rod earlier on, about an hour ago. Bobbin went up, 3-4 beeps, but it came to nothing. And just chatting to one of the guys from the other side of the lake, who is actually one of the subscribers, so we've had quite a good chat for about half an hour. They had about 15 of those last night, and they were jumping in and out of their sleeping bags for them, and they came to nothing. So yeah, they've been quite common according to them. So last few hours now, let's hope we can get something. We'll see. Yeah, just after 3, and nothing in the net yet. Just had another aborted run on the rod that I've moved over to the margins. Yeah, about 4 or 5 beeps. I got to the rod, picked it up, and nothing there. So seems that there's fish in the area of where I've had these aborted runs on my left-hand rod and on the margin rod, but nothing happening. So I'm going to have a brew now, and I've still got just around about 2 hours to go. It gets dark about, or last light is about 5:30, so I can probably go through till then before I pack up, I would say. So we'll see how it goes. Right, guys, yeah, it's just after 4:15. Nothing apart from a couple of aborted runs and 1 or 2 line bites here and there. It's been hard work today, but you know, that's February in winter conditions for you. Talking to the guys that were fishing last night and yesterday over the other side of the lake, they had nothing all day yesterday, and then they had a couple of fish out of the margins each last night during the dark. So it seems that it's especially hard work during the day. What I'm going to do is, it's, as I say, quarter past 4 just after. I'm going to carry on till 4:45 ish, and then pack up slowly from 4:45, so that I'm finished for about I don't know, 5ish or 5:15, just before it gets dark. So yeah, looks like a blank. If I do get into anything in that last 3/4 of an hour, then clearly I will come back on and show you it. But it's been another blank for 2024. But hey, I've only had a few sessions so far, and that's how it goes. I've enjoyed it today, getting out on the bank again. I haven't been out for a couple of weeks, and I've enjoyed it here at Rising Sun. So yeah, if I don't come back on and say and show you anything that I do capture, then please take care. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you don't already, hit that subscribe button and click the alarm bell to get notifications.